Alrighty, guys. NFL Week 17. Go ahead and get you a blank piece of paper, or maybe just pull up the notes section on your phone. If you're new to my channel, definitely hit that subscribe button, completely free. So is hitting the like button if you appreciate content like this. We're gonna go through every single game today as fast as I can. It's currently 12:53 in the morning on Christmas Day, but I'm here. I'm here, and I'm gonna go through every single game with you guys for NFL Week 17. You don't have time to fuck around in this business. Get to work. NFL Week 17. There's going to be tremendous opportunity. Teams coming off of clinching a playoff spot, clinching a division, being kicked out of the playoffs, winning this many games in a row, losing this many games in a row. Teams coming off a road trip. Now they have a home game. There's just some gems. And of course, above everything else, especially if you are one of those people that believe that there's at least some influence from sports books and the NFL scripting some games. The Bills game, the Broncos game, some of those players just kind of dropping the ball next to them, fumbling it. You could make a strong case as that's evidence to those conspiracy theories, but that's besides the point. The holidays are going to be over. Week 17, everything will calm back down. Games will be kind of under the radar. The media, people paying attention to these games. It'll be a lot lower. It'll be more predictable, and I think there's some tremendous opportunity. I have already messaged a couple of my clients on other social media platforms. I'll have a video out tonight, so if you're seeing this video and you're a member here on the channel, make sure you go check out the members only video. I already have a play. That you guys got to get on quick before the line moves. But let's go ahead and get into what everybody gets to see. NFL Week 17. Let's go through every single game. I've only looked at one, and I got it out to clients. Let's look at the rest, and they might not all be available based on 3 games still having to be played today on Christmas Day. Eagles game, Chiefs. There's some the Niners and the Ravens. So unfortunately, I don't have all the games, so there'll be a part 2 today's video. I'll go ahead and link that. I'll probably make a pinned comment at the top of the comment section when that part 2 comes out. Or you guys can just make sure to swing back by my channel tomorrow night. So that's another good reason to subscribe and turn those notifications on. I'll be on here tomorrow night when the rest of the games pop up. I'll go ahead and give you guys my prediction on the spread and the total of the rest of the games. But for what we have available right now, let's get to it. NFL Week 17, guys. 2 more weeks. Time absolutely flies. It is crazy. NFL Week 17. I also have some bowl selections out. Finally made a move for Wednesday. So if you guys are looking to maybe jump on board and become a member here, I have some college football plays in the mix as well. So a good reason to hop on board right now. Obviously, you can see 54% all year regular season for college. So very, very dialed in with college football. And of course, the members will have a strategy that I have using both of the college football playoff games. I'll have bets for the members on both of those contests. So a lot of content for the members. Raiders and Chiefs. Is that? Nope. Scroll farther. Here we go. Thursday. Jets, Browns. Spread 6.5. New York Jets are plus 6.5 at Cleveland. I'd lean Cleveland right off the bat. What's the total? 35.5. 35.5, boy. 35.5. I'd lean under. I'd lean the Browns. I'd lean the Browns against the spread. You can't take the Jets in this spot. They got to win against Washington. It was ugly. Maybe should have lost the game at the end. The Jets still completely stink, in my opinion. Yeah, give me the Browns at home to cover 6.5. I could kind of see a goose egg here for the Jets. I really don't even know if they're going to score a point. Maybe 3 at one point, maybe a score at the end of the game in junk time. I'd lean under, I'd lean the Browns. This is probably a 24, 26 to 10, 26 to 6. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be close. Browns at home. Give me the Browns over the Jets for Thursday Night Football. Initial lean. Lions, Cowboys. Initial lean, I got to go Cowboys here off 2 hard games. You played the Bills, an away game. You played the Dolphins, an away game. Now you're finally home. You need the win. You got to get back on track. The spread's 5.5. I would imagine it's going to go up. And the under-over is 52.5. I like the over It's a huge number. 52.5 in the NFL is massive. I'd lean over 52, and I'd lean the Cowboys to cover 5.5. This is this is 37-27 written all over it. Something like that. Give me the Cowboys and give me the over. Falcons, Bears. I mean, technically, have the Bears been... I know going into today, there was like this much percent chance. Basically, Chicago wasn't mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. I'll have to double check and see if that's still live. But they're favored 3 here at home. Atlanta, they got the win over the Colts. It wasn't impressive. The spread is 3. But the Falcons are probably going to be in a position where they really need that game. They really need that game. Bears coming off a pretty comfortable win against the Cardinals. I'd lean Bears to win the game, but I'd probably grab the 3 points with the Falcons. I hate to trust their offense on the road, but with the Saints, with the Buccaneers, with everything that's going on in the division, they're going to be the more desperate team. They're going to have that game, I think, if they want to win the division. And it might come down to the more desperate team. The under-over is 37.5. I'd lean under 37.5, and probably take the 3 points with the Falcons. But that's kind of a gross game, isn't it? Yikes. Saints Bucks. That's a massive game. It's 2.5 point spread. Time and time again. I mean, just time and time again. The staff, not the roster. The coaching staff of the Saints continues to show their true colors. They suck. They're horrible. They have no brains over there. You cannot trust them. It's in Tampa Bay. I hate it because it's probably going to be a public play. Everyone's going to be on Tampa Bay right now. But at -2.5, I'm absolutely going to take the spread out of this thing. I'm not even going to mess with points. I'm going to go Tampa Bay on a pretty cheap money line. -148. Somehow, some way, the Saints to fuck up and lose another game. I like the Bucks to win the game. It's a huge game. Saints Bucks, that's massive. Total's 42. I like the over. Baker and this Bucks offense, man, they're starting to come alive, and the Saints can obviously score. They got talent on the offensive side of the football, and the defensive scheme for the Saints, it's horrible, man. It's like they play prevent the whole game. Really, really bad. I'd lean over 42. I'd lean Buccaneers at home on the money line. Pittsburgh, Seattle. You got to go Seattle. It's 3.5. 3.5. Man, I wish it was under that key number of 3, but I don't care. Pittsburgh, congrats, Mason Rudolph. You got to win. Since he finally had their letdown game, Jake Browning finally had his big letdown game, right? He regressed and did some stupid mistakes. Whatever. They got it out of their system. Pittsburgh still sucks as far as I'm concerned. Give me the Seahawks -3.5. Give me the under. I think Pitt is absolutely horrible. Sure, they got a win at home, but I think they lose their last 2 games, and Mike Tomlin has his first losing season. So give me Seattle. You could also consider the money line at -184. You're not going to become a rich man off that one. But I like Seattle at home. They'll get the job done. So, yeah, Seattle's the early lean, even with the 3.5, under 40.5 total points. Pittsburgh's going to score like 10 or 13 probably. And then Packers-Vikings is the last one that's even available here to look ahead at. It's a Sunday night game. It's an 8:20 game. Packers currently a 2.5 point dog to the Vikings. I don't know. Total's at 46. I'd lean the over because the Packers defense is horrendous. We see it week in and week and week and week and again. Carolina was able to get into the 30s. The Packers defense is one of the worst things I've ever seen. I'd like to see an Alabama college team against this Packers defense. That's the type of level it's on. And look what's on the wall behind me. I'm a Packers fan. So generally, I'd be a little bit biased to talk good about the Packers. They got serious issues over there. At Minnesota, I'll have to look at the playoff percentages. That loss to Detroit really, really hurt. Now it's basically a hope for a wild card. But I think both teams, at least mathematically, are still in this thing. I got to see where both teams sit because the more desperate team is going to have an advantage here. But Mullins, despite throwing all those interceptions, despite the sloppy play by the Vikings at home, they still had a chance to beat Detroit. Probably should have. Besides the turnovers, I thought they were the better team. We know they have a good defense. We know they got talent. If the Panthers can get into the 30s on the Packers, Vikings at home, they should too. I think this total's way too light at 46. Both teams should get into the upper 20s, maybe 30s again. Jordan Love shows that he has some offensive power here. Early lean, give me the Vikings on the money line at 136, and give me the over. And that's it, guys. I'm going to have to do a part 2. I will do every single game for Week 17, so look forward to the part 2 video. But I wanted to get this out for Christmas, and I'll let you know what I'm thinking right off the bat. I don't mess around in this industry. You got good weeks, you got bad weeks. Sometimes games are rigged, and you're on the wrong side of this thing here and there, and that's why unit size is important. A lot of people have been asking me to do videos on unit size and bankroll management and how to wager and how to do certain spots. The moral of the story, just to make this short and sweet before I end today's video, it's not necessarily betting a consistent unit size because you don't know how to identify a good spot. But man, there's nothing worse to where you go 4 and 5, you go 6 out of, you go 4 out of your last 5, you got all this money, you take all that profit, you put it on one game, and because of some nonsense, some terrible fumble, something that's just out of the blue, something out of the ordinary, if you're going to lose money in this industry, you want to see a good competitive game. You want to know the team you bet lost because they gave it their all and they just came up short. There's nothing wrong with that in this industry. But when you get fucked out of turnovers and just random things that happen that almost look like they're fake, that's where it's tough. That's where it's a tough pill to swallow. So unit size and bankroll management is making sure that every here and there when you do have action in a game that looks suspicious, you don't get burnt too bad. So I'll leave you guys with that. Go ahead and drop a like on today's video. Let me know which of these games you like the best, and I'll see you guys in the next video.